Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collective Unfiltered, coming at you, episode 44, with our own VFL Derrick D-Lo Furlow in the house. D-Lo, say what's up to the people real quick.
What's going on, my lovely people? Feel good to be here. Feel good to be back.
Yes, sir. D-Lo joined us when we first got started, but boy, oh boy, has he had a lot going on since then, and we are excited to hear about it. But until then, Boog, say what up to the people and let them know who brought us the show.
Yo, what's up, y'all? J Boogie in the building. You already know. Welcome to another episode of the Collective Unfiltered Live. But, of course, we would not be here live today without our sponsors. Of course, we have to thank our one and only Volunteer Roadshow for giving us this platform as Lady Vol and volunteer athletes. Also, we'd like to thank Terry Holder at Orange Mountain Designs, Tennessee Tap House, Hound Dogs of Knoxville, and Blue Water Climate Control. And last but not least, just passing tutoring, our guy Nelson Garcia down in Miami. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. What's up?
For sure. Hey, listen, D-Lo, let's just, you remember the first time you came on? First off, you graced us with your presence in Knoxville live. We were downtown. So much wisdom. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I had to take notes from our own episode. You feel me? since then, fill the audience in a little bit of, what's happened over the past really year.
Lex, look. So that question right there, I don't even remember what done happened over the past year because I got short-term memory. I learned as a DB, you better forget what you did last because you might have got beat. So my memory, hey look. I make a play and I'm on to the next play, like that thing behind me. So you're gonna have to ask me like some direct questions because over the last year I can't even tell you. I'm just trying to remember. Look, I had a hard enough time remember what the day was when you told me 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that did happen, y'all. True story. D-Lo was like, "Oh, I marked that wrong in my calendar." I'm like, "It's not what we need to do," but it worked, and he's here. So tell us a little bit about you've been doing a lot more speaking engagements for different things. I know you got your ex-Hunger organization that you've been doing. Let's talk on that a little bit because I know you've been very active with that here recently. I know I've seen a lot more pictures and little clips and videos.
Yeah, so ex-Hunger is our national rollout to help end hunger in America, and it's our 501c3 is the Scarecrow Foundation, and then ex-Hunger kind of branched off from that as we was looking for a streamlined way to duplicate something that can help end hunger, and ex-Hunger came about, and we had a program that we created that allow us to duplicate it, and it was pretty much LUVS. LUVS stands for loves, and that's locate, a food pantry, understand its mission, and then volunteer and support. So that's the LUVS. So the concept behind that is this: high schoolers and college students need service hours, food pantries need volunteers. So high school and college students, if you're trying to go from high school to college, you may need to get service hours for your resume. You may need to get service hours to pass class. You may need to get service hours for your scholarship. Well, you go volunteer and support those food pantries, which you maybe one at your high school, or maybe one at your college, maybe one in your community. And once you go volunteer support, you're going to locate the food pantry that and understand its mission. What type of work do they do? Why do they do it? If it jives with you, you volunteer support, you get service hours, which helps you with your scholarship, which helps you with your resume. They get volunteers and support, and that's how they get more hands-on. Because what we realized was this: we don't need more food pantries, we need more volunteers and support and helping those people. So that was the initiative with ex-Hunger. So now we just on this mad dash to make this thing roll out nationally. We had a ex-Hunger tour, and of course 2020 happened, and that took it down by the wayside to a degree. But we kept pushing, we kept moving. We were able to secure a sponsor. They giving away, Beta Chevrolet actually giving away a car to the ex-Hunger Club member. If you're an ex-Hunger Club member in your high school and college, so we got a free car giveaway. We got some trips, vacations, 3-day, 2-night getaways at about 5 different resorts. So that's for the ex-Hunger Club members, because you got a high school, you got the city clubs, and you got the ex-Hunger school clubs. So city clubs can be anyone. They pay $20, get a shirt, and from that point they just LUVS. So that's for adults. And then you got the school clubs that can be a high school or college students. Those are the only ones eligible to win the car. So we pushed back that car raffle. Actually donate that car draw. It's not gonna be a raffle, it's literally gonna be a drawing. We pushed that back so we can get a little bit more traction because COVID kind of slowed the process down. So that's what we're doing on X Hunger. We make sure we play our part, all volunteer organization operating on a zero budget. So thankful to have a lot of people that understand the mission that want to get involved and play a small part, because we all play a small part in a big role. So that's the mission, that's the movement. And every single day we just want to wake up and make a play. How can we help X Hunger?
Oh, that's what's up. So, and you kind of answered the question, because I was going to ask kind of where you based, but you're trying to roll it out nationally. So how can people, if people want to get involved, what can they do to get involved in it?
So if people want to get involved, first thing they can do is go to xhunger.com, literally the letter X and then hunger.com. And from there, they can join a club or start a club in their city, in their high school, whether it's a city club or a high school club. They'll get their shirt. And from that point moving forward, it's pretty simple. LUVS, locate a food pantry, understand this mission, go volunteer and support. And the cool thing about that is you can bring the people that you like to do those type of things with, or just ask people to come with you. Because at the end of the day, we realize everybody want to give back, everybody want to help, but they might not know where to start. So it's as simple as you having one or two friends say, hey, look, it's this food pantry over here. Whatever that thing they need, who knows what they need may be. They may need help actually feeding people. They may need help packing stuff. Who knows what that need may be. But once you understand the mission, you can say, hey, how can I help? And you just invite a couple of friends over, and next thing you know, you got yourself a X Hunger club. And from that point, you enrolled, able to win any of the drawings, except if you're in school, you can win the trip or the car. If you're in the city club, you can win those trips. So it's literally that simple.
That's what's up. So y'all, xhunger.com, go check it out. Volunteer, get them hours in if you're a high school student, of course. Appreciate that.
Yeah, the headquarters here in Knox, we're rolling this thing out nationally. So we got an X Hunger NYC club. So we already got one in New York City. So big things happen there. And X Hunger Nashville club rolling out. So it's slowly but surely rolling. At the end of the day, anybody can start one anywhere. Just a matter of, hey, you feel fit to take a play a role.
Right. That's what's up. So D-Lo, sports life business, the transition playbook.
Man,
how's that going? Is there something else in the works to kind of follow up behind that?
So that's crazy. That transition playbook was like a accident, right? I don't think anybody ever really know that, but like that was my first 15,000 words when I was working on my book that I stopped and started over on. After I finished the book, I went back and looked at the info. I'm like, oh, that's what this was. So that joint got released like a year later, but I already had it done, and it was designed to be a curriculum for a class. So the concept is to have a transition 101 life after sports class for athletes in colleges and in high schools, because we know that transition gets real tough too, and it can make or break a lot of people. So that was the concept behind it. We had some things rolling as far as that curriculum being rolled out as a class, because trying to do it on your own with institutions, you get a lot of politics. But so we decided to slow it down, pivot, make some strategical partnerships, and then get ready to roll it out. And then 2020 still happened. So we went back to the drawing board. Like, okay, maybe it ain't time to give it the curriculum. So we got some online stuff that's actually been done. But apparently the Lord ain't wanted that out yet. So, we sitting on it. We got some strategical relationships we've been working on. And I got a call this morning for an event coming up. Can't speak on it yet, but this could be that strategical partnership that's going to allow this thing to really shake, because it's pretty interesting when things don't go when you want them to go. Is imagine how things work out even better in the long run. So that transition playbook sitting over there. It's one of those things that's going to push, it's going to test you, because it got quizzes and tests inside of it. So this ain't your, hey, I'm just going to read this and say I read that book. This is if I'm going to read it, you got to work it and work the plan. So I really can't wait to get it in more athletes' hands. So to say what you was asking about it, the transition playbook is in transition.
Big facts.
Hey, but it's all good. I know how to make it transition like a champ, so it won't transition like a chump. So
right. You follow the curriculum, right?
That's it.
Easy money. Hey, speaking of, you did mention something, about strategic strategies on releasing the book, possibly facing, political hurdles, shall we say. Maria said, in high school, you went to the American Legion Boys State Conference. Would you ever consider running for public office?
Man, how did she figure that out?
Hey, Maria has sources. She
everywhere.
Hey, that right there, I didn't even know what that was. Like, that was just a straight up last minute. I got nominated. I don't even really remember how it came about. I was playing ball, and next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, why don't you go to this boy state?" And I'm like, "Look, I don't even know what it was." But then they hyped me up, say you're gonna meet some governors, and I don't even know. But look, I showed up because the teachers, they hyped me up and it sounded real good, right? I didn't know what I was doing. And then they start talking about this business stuff. So we get there. I don't even remember what program I got into, but I won first place at it. I still got the trophy, matter of fact. I just saw it at my mama's house. I was in Atlanta and I seen the trophy. So would I consider running, being a politician? No. But I will say this. I will consider being a difference maker and locking hands with the people that are making plays and they're supposed to be doing the right things on those levels. Because at the end of the day, they're still people. But I don't want to fall underneath that scrutiny and unnecessary drama to that degree. But
right.
I don't mind rocking with them as long as they're moving in the right direction and being able to play my part and play my role. But yeah, that was Boy State. That was very interesting. Great job finding that little fun fact out right there.
Maria has it down pat.
Hey, Maria's coming for it.
Hey, I actually met one of my teammates there before we even got to Tennessee there. Ricardo Kemp. Ricardo was at Boy State. So random. Random.
Yeah. That is real random. So you obviously been putting in the work. We know that your people, your following, your fans know that, people closest to you, and the world is starting to know that. Like, you're making major moves to be able to be seen, heard of, your stuff be read, especially when it comes to your IIE, Impact, Inspire, right, and Empower. So you actually co-authored a book, correct? Athlete to Entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's so it's in the works. When it's dropping, y'all will find out when I find out. So it was kind of crazy. My guy Taj, shout out to my guy Taj. He hit me about 3 years ago and said, "Hey D, I like this idea of helping athletes transition, but I'm not really sure where to start." And man, I was just looking out, showing love. He hit me. He asked a question. We did a quick call, and I didn't even charge him. It normally could have been a consultant call, and I ain't even charge him. I just showed love. We wrap on the call. Just gave him some insight, gave him some game. 3 years later, he hit me back and said, "Hey man,
3 years later.
3 years later, he hit me back."
He said 3 years later, y'all.
3 years later, he hit me back.
Years, not days, not hours.
Yeah, years. Hey, slow process. Like I wasn't expecting nothing in return. When who knows if a collaboration will come out of that? But he hit me back and was like, "Bro, we got this book project going on. I'd love for you to be a part of it. I'm gonna send you the paperwork on it." He sent me the stuff. As soon as I seen Athlete Entrepreneurship, it was kind of crazy. I bought the Athletepreneurship domain 3 years ago. So I've been sitting on the domain because that word came to mind, and I'm like, that's what it felt good. It sounded good. So I bought the domain Athletepreneurship. And then I created an ebook called Athletepreneurship 2 years ago. So when he hit me with this idea of the book, I'm like, bro, it's hands down. I got some I got programs on that right now. So I said, yes, let's do it. Went on and dropped the whole chapter. They said keep it like 2,000 words. I think I gave them about 3,500 and sent it over. And I'm waiting on the rest of the order. I think it's going to be a total of 10, 12 authors, maybe. I'm not even sure. I didn't even ask a lot of questions. But it's going to be a hot one. That's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. We went on and put some nuggets in it. So I can't wait for that one to come out. That one gonna be able to help some people transition like a champ, especially from the athlete to entrepreneur space, because it's a lot of similarities.
Absolutely.
Y'all know the grind. Y'all know the grind.
Yeah, I was just about to say there's a ton of similarities. and that it's just understanding how to transition and make it successful.
Yeah. Just got to have a blueprint. And once you done saw it and did it, if you reflect back on it, it was some things that you couldn't have did, some things you should have did more of. And now when you put it in paper, you can see that, hey, if I did this right here, I would have gotten to this point faster or maybe smoother. And I can go get this knowledge in this game with somebody else and let them do the same thing. So that's what we're doing. So that one gonna be hot. That one gonna be hot. I even I'm trying to get a word in the dictionary. Like I don't know if they're gonna let me get it in the dictionary. I heard it just got to get used a lot. So I'm not really even sure.
Hey,
I'll let y'all know how that go.
Hey, we just gonna hashtag it on everything. It'll catch on eventually. Make a TikTok or something. It might catch on.
I hope
Athletepreneur.
I hope you trademark that, D-Lo.
Oh, you already know. We got the legal team already ready. As soon as I got my homegirl Mito, she said you should walk around with everything you say trademark. I said I don't know about all that. But she was right on that particular word right there. Yeah, we already put that in the works.
I love it.
Good deal. Real quick, great. So essentially, great question, Maria. Even though you found a little piece of fun fact info. Real quick before we keep this moving, we got to shout out our sponsors once again. Bringing this segment to you, the gold standard fitness and sports performance training, Alexis Hornbuckle basketball.
Yeah.
Blue Water Climate Control, Orange Mountain Designs. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support.
Absolutely. D-Lo, we're going to keep it moving. I found out, I think Boog told me, and I'm like, what? Top 40, under 40 in Knoxville. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
It's so humble. It's funny, but dude, man, you be doing it. Like you are literally everywhere, helping people, leading people, man, getting people set straight when they ain't doing right. And Knoxville saw it. Tennessee saw it. Talk about that a little bit. How did you feel? How did it come about? Did you know you were up for that? That type of accomplishment or award or accolade?
Man, look, first off, appreciate that. And Lex, like I said, look, I don't be keeping up with nothing. I execute on to the next move. So it ended up coming in my ear, legal team, Mito, my homegirl Mito. She reached out and was like, hey, this is going on. I'm putting your name in the hat. I'm like, all right, cool. So I keep moving. And all of a sudden, I get this email and then this phone call. Then they was like, congratulations. I'm like, oh, really? I never really even paid attention to what it really was. So it was cool. I'm like, appreciate that. And then all of a sudden, they start releasing more stuff, and everybody started hitting me. So I had a chance to realize how big of a deal it really was. So I was honored to be a part, honored to win that award, get that recognition along with the other 40 or 39 individuals that got it. So that was love. I mean, the grind pays off, but sometimes if you're so busy focused on it, you don't even realize when it's going to pay off. So I was just locked in at the end of the day. So it was awesome. And thanks to Mita for nominating me. Thanks to everybody who voted. I don't even know who voted, how that even works out, but it was definitely cool to see. And I'm grateful to be a part of that class. And that was a great way to end the last year and bring in the new year. I tell you, that's for sure. A little momentum, a little pub, a little press, and allowed you to go ahead and I think success or just wins in general, kind of like the game done taught us, it's from week to week to week or game to game to game. So if that was a game, that was a dub for me. So I was on to the next. Let me get the next dub. How can I stack and replace that dub? Because if you get enough dubs back to back to back, you get the momentum, and you end up looking like Tom Brady and them boys, winning the championship. So I'm just gonna try to stack it while I can. So I appreciate everybody that played a role in that joint. I'm just trying to build a momentum.
Yeah. And for those of you that have not seen it or whatever, our lovely Maria Cornelius dropped the link to the Knox News story that released the 40 under 40, and obviously the focus on Derrick. So real quick, so with that, obviously it was very public. Like I said, I saw it, and then of course I went to the story. I was like, oh shit, that's my guy. So obviously with that, for me, or obviously for somebody that was in Knoxville, I'm not in Knoxville, but I'm trying to be plugged in. You're a very prominent figure in Knoxville. Have you, since the top 40 under 40 came out, have you seen kind of like an increase in people reaching out, wanting to kind of collab and do business with you and the things that you have going on?
Man, I think some work came in off LinkedIn on that joint like 2 days afterwards. So that was pretty interesting. So that was solid right there. But really, Jay, I don't know. I think it's probably happening indirectly, but I feel like we always try to keep so much stuff going and just pushing anyway that if you, I heard this a little while ago, mentor told me, he said people will come from miles to see you burn. So when you on fire, people are gonna come watch. They want to get close to the fire as possibly can. So the name of the game is just keep working. So I ain't really personally paid attention if it has been directly because of that, but in all the things we're doing, we're starting to move the needle. We're starting to get some momentum. We got this cool project with X Hunger rolling out. It's called Empty Seats, Empty Bellies. And Terry came up with this concept. I spoke to that group last year, like COVID shut down everything. We had a virtual event, and she had this idea, since the seats was going to be empty, how can we raise money in those empty seats? So it didn't work out on the college level on the front end, but it came back around, and we got this thing going with hockey. So with Ice Bears, so that promo is rolling out. So you see momentum coming, and you know that's sure where it's coming from, or is it directly related to the 40 under 40 stuff? But you got to realize that the name and awareness does probably help to a degree, right. But you just got to be working anyway, because people want to be a part of something when you're moving. They'll help you if your car is broke down on the side of the road and you're pushing it. People will get out to help you push it. But if you're just standing there and you ain't pushing it, people are going to keep driving by. So I just try to keep stuff pushing. That's literally the name of the game. I'm just trying to keep it pushing. Whatever we're doing, keep on coming.
All gas, no brakes.
That's it.
Hey, real quick, in case y'all don't know much about IIE or Impact, Inspire, and Empower, let me tell you, if you just go on Derrick Furlow's pages, whether that's and read this man's quotes, I'm gonna drop a few to y'all right now.
I look at him on a daily.
Man, listen, first off, because we spoke about your top 40 under 40. This is how you get there. Yeah, bro. I'm there almost every day, man.
Oh, the daily. I'd be like, what D-Lo said?
Yeah, man. Okay, okay, here's one. I'm gonna read a few, guys. So it's okay to quit. Number 1, whining. Number 2, complaining. Number 3, blaming. Number 4, making excuses. And number 5, lying to yourself. Y'all stop doing that, all right? So we can get somewhere in life. This other one, though, where's it at? Oh, this one right here, D-Lo. This right here touched my heart, man. This made me feel like I done sipped on some pre-workout. It says, if you're not all the way in, you're halfway out. I'm going to say that one more again, y'all. If you're not all the way in, you're halfway out. And you spoke about just grinding it out, continuing to work, paying it forward, and just knowing that it's all going to catch up and it's going to be for a reason. Like God's going to guide you where you need to be. And I got one more. Where's it at? Because I was like, you better preach.
Amen.
Oh, here it goes. All right, so when things aren't working in your life, it's God working on your life. And since I stuttered through that one, let me read it again.
Yeah, please.
But don't start with me, okay? Not
today.
All right. When things aren't working in your life, it's God working on your life. And again, y'all can go to D-Lo's page, go to Derrick Furlow Jr.'s Facebook and read through this. Click on the links, man. Go to the ebooks. This is stuff whether you were an athlete before or not. I'm telling you, this man can help you better your life, change your life, help you progress it forward in some way, shape, or form. I promise you that.
Hey, look, I appreciate that. Look, half of that stuff I be talking to myself. That's why I be up early. You know what I'm saying? Like I figure if I need it, then I can go share it. But when you see half of that stuff, just better believe I ain't preaching to the choir. I'm talking to myself. My boy Jesus told me, practice what I preach and preach what I practice. Hey, so that when you see that, hey, don't get it twisted. It's not that I'm necessarily giving it to the world. I'm sharing it with the world, but I'm talking to myself, making sure I hold myself in line, in check, because it's hey, time ain't waiting on nobody. We got to go get it. So that's my time frame of need my quiet time, and I reflect on it, and I get it. I pass it along just in case it can help somebody else.
I love it. Keep doing it because the show is helping me, man.
Hey, big facts. That I'm telling y'all, the other day I was laying in bed. I probably woke up like 5:45. I was up, but I had a lot of ideas and stuff going through my head. So I hop on my phone. I'm scrolling. Of course, I'm on Instagram. Like, I follow a lot of little motivational like pages and stuff. Follow like some entrepreneurs, CEOs, stuff like that. And I was going to actually reposted it. I was scrolling. And I got to this page, CEO Circle, I think. And they posted a quote that said, why are you in bed if you're not at a point where you can make money from your bed? Y'all got in bed so quick.
You was like, wait a minute, I ain't in bed. I'm up.
I was like, ooh. All right, let me get up. Like I got up, like I cooked breakfast, I went to the gym, and I came back and got on my computer and just started like just mapping, just like brainstorming like things I had in my head. But you're right, like you gotta keep going, you gotta keep grinding. And in that moment, it felt good laying in my bed, but I was like, nah, I gotta get up. Nope.
Hey, that's it. Hey, that action, man. Hey, man, look, everybody got ideas and thoughts and dreams, but it's only those that take action on that's gonna get this thing done, that's gonna make it happen, that's gonna see it. So I feel like that's a separator. Like that's that thing that wake me up. I'm like, man, we ain't quite there yet.
Not quite there.
Yeah, gotta go. Like literally. So man, that's literally the name of the game every single morning. As you can see right behind me. Yeah, we ain't gonna read them, but that's the affirmation. That's the goals. We got the affirmations, and then we got some poems right there. That habit one right there. Hey, that one right at the top. I've been reading that joint right there since 2013. That one been on the board. That was strong.
How'd you get it? Did you just come across it?
I came across it at a event.
You were 13?
No, 2013.
Oh, 2013. I was like, you was
13. He said he was 13 also. I was like, man, he built.
I was like, boy, you made for this, boy.
Hey, no. Not when I was 13. I could probably even read when I was 13. But but I can read now though. But that joint right there is a whole poem. I got certain squares around certain pieces of it, but that top one, it says, I'm your constant companion. I'm your greatest helper. Those who are great, I have made great. You may run me for profit. You can take me, train me, and be firm in me, and I will place the world at your feet. You can be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Who am I? Habits. That's it. Hey, I had a mentor tell me a long time ago, chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. And I'm like, bro, that one right there keep me on my toes. That's why I'm big on consistency and just evaluating habits. And I don't know, it kind of it's a little crazy because it made me think about everything. Like, yeah, I can't be doing that. Wasted. Like, it makes me lock in real quick. But that one right there is habits.
That's what's up. We had Denise said hello from Indiana. How you doing, Denise? Thank you for tuning in. We know we're a little bit later than normal, but we appreciate you tuning in.
Absolutely. And we got Space Mountain over there. Go Gators. Well, you support Volunteer Roadshow and Bobby. So I love you too, Space Mountain, even though I can't get with that Go Gators stuff.
at all.
But anybody that's watching the show, because we know that we have more than just Tennessee fans that are tuned in. If you go to volunteerroadshow.com, you can locate your favorite team, get face masks, get gator masks, get bison plates, different memorabilia and merch that you can buy. And a portion of that goes to Sam Strong. Shout out to Bobby right now, who's actually out of town taking care of his son. But any those donations go towards helping families that are in St. Jude that have children with cancer. So Space Mountain, go ahead and go get you a gator mask, man. Show some love, all right? Oh, Lord, man, listen. I got my puppy on my lap, and she this big. But Jesus, boy, I thought she tooted.
Oh, man, the dog life.
Man, anyway, sorry about. Okay, now it's the collective unfiltered, Devo. So I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room since you're our first football guest since all this ish hit the fan. Foolishness. I mean, I had people sending me screenshots of McDonald's French fries in bags for like a few days.
Yeah, man, it's hard out here being a Tennessee faithful.
As a former football player, just whatever you can give us, man. What are your thoughts on all that? Now, full disclaimer before you say whatever you're going to say, everyone on this planet knows that there is some type of corrupt recruiting going on somewhere every single year in the NCAA. Okay. So it's not just us, guys. But what was your thoughts and feelings and I don't know, like just reaction to it?
First things first, we probably should have used a Chick-fil-A bag. They closed on Sunday. It would have had a little more favor with it.
Christian chicken, baby. Christian chicken.
Oh, I'll just play it. But no, I mean, thoughts was, oh man, just got caught, got sloppy, got reckless. That's what happened. Because it's happening every single day. But you know what I'm saying? When you get one guy and then two guys and then the whole staff, that means you're doing something wrong. On top of the wrongdoing that was already being done, or whoever makes it wrong, whatever. So I mean, it's happening every single day. We just got caught, so you can't be sloppy. And if you're gonna do it that way, you got to keep it where it's one person taking the fall. You can't have whole staffs going, because this is the sad part of the reality. It's some people that worked that wasn't coaches that are on staff.
Yep,
they ain't gonna be able to get jobs like that no more. Like that's tarnishing their name and their livelihood. You're a coach, you get the bag for a period of time, you go away, come back, you get back on staff as something else. So. But those people that are in those other positions that's getting smaller salaries that ain't making those M's, you got to look out for your people. So, I mean, you're gonna do it right and don't get caught. But it was sad to see, but it's happening every single day now. Now the guys just gotta bounce back. And at the end of the day, we got new blood in there, but the players gonna have to show up, because it don't matter who you bring in. If the players don't come to play, it's gonna look the same way anyway. So. It's gonna be interesting to see, but we got the resources, we got the tools. Now we just need to go ahead and execute on the game plan of getting back to being relevant. Because right now, man,
it's hard out here, boy. And plus, you and for me, like, you know, of course, I get ESPN alerts to my phone when anything pertaining to Tennessee happens. So, you know, after all this happens, you know, I'm getting these alerts. Oh, so and so just entered the transfer portal. Oh, top that from Tennessee just entered the transfer portal, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, it's hard, man.
Well, you too close to the flame, girl. Look, I found out about everything that happened via third party. Somebody hit me. I was late to all of it, because I've concluded, and it was kind of crazy. Once in 2016, after we played LSU. Won the game, and then we had too many people on the field, and then we lost the game. I had a headache for a week. At that point, moving forward, I said I can no longer ride the emotional roller coaster. So I removed myself emotionally from the outcomes of a lot of these games. That's why I stay at home. So therefore, in my healthy living, happy living, shout out to our guy, in my happy living, I've separated my emotional roller coaster ride from how this thing works. So I just disattach myself to.
Still working on that, D. I'm still working on it.
But hey, trust me, when it's time for you to know something, you're gonna know, because your phone gonna ring. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? I'm like, nope. Oh, somebody was hired. Oh, somebody was fired. Oh, I heard all about it. I was a whole 2 days late. So yeah, so it worked out really well. I caught all on the back end, but I found out. So that's all that mattered, and I didn't have to take that emotional roller coaster ride. So yeah.
I'm like Bug, man. I'm still working on it. Y'all, D-Lo, you saw me at the game, bro. When I was back in the arena, Bug. Yeah.
Yep.
The UConn game?
Yep.
Yes.
So I was sitting on the couch, and Bree was sitting beside me like, are you okay? And I'm like, nah, chill, bro. We got this.
Man, I went all engaged to kind of like coaching, like out loud, kind of to myself, to us in the row, boom, 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 to literally here. Are you, man? We left immediately. I ain't talked to nobody after that. I was so mad.
Real. That's real. That's exactly what you did.
I'm gonna work on that, because I really thought I was a player again. Like, this is unacceptable. We gotta go. Like,
hey, so this
and
is the
I'm sitting here watching it like you on the court, and I'm sitting here. I'm telling Bree, I'm like, man, they just ain't got it, brother. They don't know how to. They ain't got it. Like, look at this. Like I was sitting here like,
Hey, y'all, that right there is so real, but it's so dangerous because we got to realize this: we can no longer control the outcome of the game.
Hey, we ain't got nothing. Nothing. All we can be is loyal alumni, but we over here like
I'm working on it. Because that game took my stress level through the roof. Like that whole day was just a God sent day. Like you don't know what I'm talking about. Things was just they were lining up, and that was one that didn't line up. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm working on it.
You are good because you took the energy to come to town and go to the game. I've had to learn to. I go to the tailgate and then I come home in my box in my bubble by
so
myself.
You can watch it like you want to watch it and react.
That's it. Yeah. And then when it's over, I'm good. Like I can cut it off. But if you're around people, some people may be talking the right stuff, they may be talking the wrong stuff. Then I'm gonna have a problem. So I just literally, give me a little bubble. I'm good from the TV. You can give me season tickets. I'm coming to the TV. I can be by myself and sit dolo, and I can be here with it. I can logically think my way through it and be all right. And when it's over, I can have a little moment and I'm good. But in person, that's hard to do.
Facts. That's why I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm sorry, to anybody that was in that game. Typically, I'm all about speaking and waving, and I emotionally I ain't have it in me that night. I just did. And then we had to do the post game show. Man, that was tough. Anyway, let's move on. Before we move on, let's give one more shout out to our sponsors. Big shout out Bobby and Billy at volunteerroadshow.com, Terry Holder at Orange Mountain Designs. Make sure y'all go support her at orangemountaindesigns.com. That's where you get your official Lady Ball gear with the official Tennessee colors and logo. So you don't get that from any shop outside of what's ran by the university. So shout out to Terry Holder on that. Nelson Garcia, Just Pass It Tutoring, where you can get all of your math tutoring needs taken care of, including PSAT, ACT, and SAT prep, as well as Blue Water Climate Control. Holla at them. They were doing online specials, anything that you need for your HVAC needs, as well as Tennessee Tap House if you just need to drown your sorrows in a couple brewskis, or if you want to celebrate some accomplishments in a couple brewskis. Excuse me, go ahead and go down to the Tennessee Tap House, and also Hound Dogs in Knoxville. We appreciate you for allowing us to get in front of our audience and bring guests in like Derrick Furlow Jr., aka D-Lo the man. All right, we appreciate it. But what else you got for D-Lo? Let's put him in the hot seat.
All right, real quick though, before we hit that hot seat, Denise asked, best advice anyone ever gave you?
Man,
I know it's a tough one. I know you get a lot of people in your circle, corner, just.
I got a few. So the OG, my grandpops always said, if you stand up straight, nobody can ride your back. So he gave me that one a while ago. So I take that one with me. Then I'll give you one more. Probably right after I got done playing, I had a mentor who told me, you see everybody wasting all their energy watching these athletes play on TV, watching them live their dreams, but they won't go spend no energy to go achieve their dreams. So at that point, if it wasn't Tennessee sports or anything from the home team, from the A, I literally didn't watch it. I had to go lock in on achieving my next dreams because those are the ones that had an athletic career were over. Like I had to go make this thing happen again. So it made me more efficient with my time and not waste time. So those are the first two that come to mind. I probably got a whole lot more, but those were the first two that was simple yet useful.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to your granddad for that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, he be giving knowledge all the time.
Got your back.
Man, hey, that make you a stand-up guy right there. Hey, man, come on.
Shoulders back.
That's it.
Put that head high. You feel me? Boy, where we at?
All right, D, we about to put you in the hot seat.
I get it. I like heat warmers.
All right, so I'm gonna put you in the hot seat, rapid fire. First thing that comes to mind. All right. Tom Brady.
Legendary.
Patrick Mahomes.
Damn, bro. You learn from the best. That's it.
Big facts. Philip Fulmer.
Hey, sometimes you gotta know when to hang it up and enjoy life. The ride was good. It was long. Now go enjoy the kids and the grandkids.
All right. Favorite thing about public speaking?
The look on the face when it was man, I never thought about it from that perspective. But man, I never thought about it or I never heard anybody say that. That look on your face with the aha moment, that epiphany. That's when you know you just added value. Because I believe life is about value add, and that's when you know people don't spend their time to listen to you talk. You better say something of value. You better add something that they can take away, making them better than what they was when they came in there with you. So yeah.
Favorite thing to do outside of work?
Travel.
Yeah, he be everywhere.
Stress reliever.
I got a couple.
Okay.
Work out, pray, and then pretty much have like quiet time. Like I can just kind of like think it through and then I'm good.
Favorite city you've traveled to thus far?
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite city? Oh man, that's y'all got me on that one. It's hard to pick one. Hey wife, what was our favorite city we traveled to so far?
Hey wife.
She don't even know.
All right. How about favorite country?
Favorite country? I'm gonna go with Rome.
Ooh, good one.
Italy, Rome.
All right. Next city or country that you want to visit. What's next on the bucket list?
I don't know on the bucket list, but I think we got Cabo next month. I think. I'm not really sure. I think we got a wedding out that way. But next on the bucket list, post-COVID travels, wherever they're gonna let me go that's international, where I look like I'm the import and they don't speak my language. So I'm down for whatever.
I like the import. Oh, all right. All right, Lex, you up. I'm out.
All right, so we're just gonna go a little in depth. Favorite quote or scripture to overcome fear?
For fear. Well, I had this. Well, I don't even know if it was for fear, but it probably encompasses fear in general. And it was my player's prayer, and I can't even remember it all. It's in my book. But that joint
I
there.
remember you said that.
Yeah, that player's prayer. I still use it, but I done altered it so much I can't even remember the original one. But it was like play smart, play fast, play quick. Keep me on the line with my assignment. Allow me to make the plays to come my way. I can't even remember but that one right there. It's in my book. Literally, when I came up with that one in college, it just got me right. So pregame scrimmages, like I can do it, and it was kind of like, all right, cool, like we're good now. It just locked me in. So that one now I use for speaking. That's a little different. No wasted talks, no wasted words, no actions. Use these words to impact, inspire, and empower the people that are performing today. So same concept. I transitioned it over to the stage. So yeah.
I got you. All right. Favorite international cuisine?
I couldn't hear that. You said what?
Favorite international cuisine?
Favorite international cuisine.
What food do you like that's not American?
I guess it's gonna be some pasta, right? Pasta not American, right?
Right.
Right. Right.
Pizza ain't American either, then, right?
No, it's Italian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with pasta though.
Pasta. Yeah. All right. Worst place you've ever traveled to, whether it's a city or a country.
Worst place, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. Facts.
Big facts. All facts.
Oh, Cuba was dope when we went there. That was probably one of the favorites. I kind of forgot. You know that short-term memory I was telling you about?
Yeah.
It be coming and going. It be coming. Cuba was A1.
All right. Okay. Man, I went blank on that last one when Book made me laugh about the cuisine. Talking about what food you like that ain't American. Yeah, you crazy.
You said it so fast, something to be on. What international cuisine?
Hey, now she worded it really nicely.
She did. It was smooth.
I appreciate that.
Very elegantly spoken.
It was smooth.
You know what I mean? Man, you sound like the people that be like, oh my God, she's so well spoken. I can't believe it. Anyway, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Big facts.
All right. So before we start to shut it down, thank you for participating in the hot seat. We do have one more question before we start to close it down and give you the floor to speak to the audience. What advice would you give someone who isn't comfortable with public speaking and wants to improve?
So a couple things. Find a book and read it out loud. Read a couple pages a day, an hour, a minute, whatever that looks like for you. So reading out loud is one. For two, do it. Just do it. Like you got impromptu. Whether you're recording yourself face to face like this, or you just walking through the house back and forth, saying your thoughts out loud on something. So the more you do it, the more it becomes normal. Because really, then it's about getting reps. The reason you don't like it is because you ain't did no reps in it, so you think you're bad at it. And that was just like anything you don't ever did in life. Sometimes you might have did one thing you was good the first time you did it, but for the most part in sports, you're doing the same thing every single day in practice over and over and over and over and over again, building up the repetition so you get better at it. Same thing with public speaking, you just got to do more of it. And at the end of the day, if you ever mess up, you got to realize they don't know what you was gonna say anyway. Like they don't know what you was gonna say anyway, so it's all in your head. If you mess up, just keep going. Like nobody knows you mess up until you act like you messed up. So I would say do it, get your reps up, read out loud, which is really good. It helped me reading and speaking because you have to enunciate your words. Coming from Southwest Atlanta, you say a lot of words that run together or real short or that's collaborated, ain't real words. So reading out loud allowed me to slow down, speak out loud, and also help my reading in general because reading in silence, your eyes can be down here and you comprehend on the back end. But when you're reading out loud, your eyes got to be where your mind is at. So it allows you to just train your thoughts and slow down. So I would say those are some of the things that I've used. I do every single day for the most part to help me. So I would say do it. Just get your reps up, and you'll be better than what you think because you're probably not that bad. You just ain't did it enough.
Nice, thank you for that.
Definitely good advice for sure.
For sure, but before we start to wrap it up and let D-Lo kind of take us out and pub itself, what do you got for us? Or D-Lo, anything you want to say to him?
Man, look, I shouts out to y'all for getting this collective unfiltered off the ground for one, and then for two, for staying consistent. That's what it's all about. I love seeing people stay consistent, doing what they said they was going to do, long as that feeling they said it in has left. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people say, I want to start a podcast, I want to do this, I want to do that. And they may start, but they don't finish. And if you quit on one thing, you can quit on something else. So shout out to y'all for holding it down, for doing your thing, and for just adding value every single day, man. I appreciate it. So as far as leaving somebody with something, I probably do got something I want to leave you with, but I don't even know what it is right now, just because I'm working on being in the moment, and that short-term memory thing, it's gonna hit me when I get off. I'm like, oh yeah, I could have said that. So look, hey, just keep what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, take everything that you grew through 2020, applied in 2021. That's what you grew through it for. If you made it out of 2020, you're in 2021 for a reason. So don't let that pain go in vain. Take it, learn from it, grow with it, use it, abuse it, whatever you need to do to it to make 2021 your best year yet. Because at the end of the day, like I said, like I always say, either in transition, just came out of a transition, or a transition is on its way. So it's safe to say we was all in it, or came out of one, or might be going into one. At the end of the day, what can you take from where you're at right now and correlate it to where you're going in the future, and then carry it over so you can have a successful transition in anything that you're doing. So we're just looking forward to helping everybody win.
Absolutely. We are trying to win. Also, if you just tuning in or you've been locked in, of course, in the comments, we dropped xhunger.com Obviously, D-Lo talked about the Loves program and the things that he's doing with X Hunger. D-Lo, is there anything else that you have going on, you want people to tap into, lock into, that you want to kind of promote and push right now?
We got some stuff going on. Can't talk about that yet.
We
can't talk about that yet. Not quite.
It's ready yet.
When it's officially official, then we come back around because we're gonna need to help touch some people. But in the meantime,
we bring you on for a third episode. You already know when
it is. Absolutely. Look, appreciate y'all for having me in.
Of course, always family. Lex, what you got going? Lex Hornbuckle basketball. North Carolina Reign. What's up?
What's going on is God is moving, y'all. God is moving. D-Lo, sit over there because some things we can't talk about. But things are moving. Just trying to stay consistent. Y'all know, holla at me. Go to alexishornbuckle.com. You can reach me, ask any questions, whether you're trying to get training, whether that's individual, private training, group training, or would you like me to come train your entire team, run y'all through a practice or whatever that might look like. Also, we've incorporated fitness because everything isn't about just running sprints and dribbling a basketball. So let's make sure we're working on all aspects of ourselves, mentally and physically. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. But what about you with the Gold Standard, though?
Gold Standard, you already know, goldstandardtraining.com. Lock in. We still out here grinding, health and wellness, working on some things. Can't release quite yet, but all them ideas came to my head at 5:45 in the morning. We're trying to put in motion. So trying to get some things going. Get some camps and clinics. Trying to come up there to Charlotte, get some things popping. So definitely stay locked in. Also check out D-Lo's website, DerrickFurlow.com. It is also in the comments if you're just now locking in. So D-Lo, we appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate y'all. Keep up the great work. Hey, keep on letting y'all light shine because y'all doing incredible stuff. I'm just thankful to get a chance to tune in and be along for the ride.
Always so humble. I love it.
Right, man. Right. Hey, this guy right here. I'm gonna say this probably till I hit my deathbed, y'all. I wish I would have locked in to really just vibing with D-Lo in school. Like, this my guy, and it's been that way for a long time. But in school, I just be like, yo, this dude is different. What? This dude different. And I kept my distance a little bit because I was a knucklehead. Y'all, you know when you're doing wrong and you around people doing right, you don't feel good. And now I'll be like, yo, D-Lo, what you got going on? Texting, calling. I try to just come sit around him, have a conversation. So, D-Lo, big shout out to you, man. Everything you've done in your life, since you was a young, your story is amazing. And like Book said, man, we appreciate you hopping back on all the way down in episode 44 because he was there when it started. So,
episode 2?
Word. Come on. Just with your presence, man. Until next time, Bug, let them know when they can catch us. And we're going to be out of here, y'all.
Hey, what's up, y'all? You already know. Next Monday, we back in the building live. We have another special guest, another young entrepreneur in the game, former collegiate athlete. So tune in, lock in. Follow us on all the social media platforms, all the podcast platforms. We live. We'll have a flyer up for our upcoming guests. But until then, everybody stay safe, mask up. If you get the vaccine, please be safe out there. And remember, just be unfiltered in your truth. We'll see y'all next Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. That part. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it is that.